Most of these sectors have been quiet since the Devil Splicers. They popped back on our radar when Maya's troops moved in. If Siva really is dead, like we think, it'll be a trove of Golden Age relics. Let's get to them first.
Fancy. Rahul will love it.
Okay, what's this? Oh, this is undone. Still has the shield.
Lined up the coordinates to your next LZ.
Oh shit, swap buffs, what did I just do? I was just gonna take whatever's in the chest, damn it. Wow.
Complicated. I hope I don't have to ask Clovis for help.
Collect what you can before leaving.
What a great find. Jinju and I are excited to study it.
We finished this? Oh, where did he get that? I didn't think there was one on this map. Interesting. How do you even get those? Like, is there something you can do to get one of those mechs? Or is it just a completely random thing, whether they're available? Dude, come on. Oops. What's that?
Looks like junk to me, but our Elixir friends love junk.
You've done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command. Enemy gaffer spotted. Shut them down and get out of there.
Can I open this? No, just reposition to next area. Why would they place them under the same interactive area that like makes you go to the next region? I'm so bad at this. What? It's so weird, like if you have a combination of 3 shapes here, why would you make them all the same? Like, it makes everything fucking pointless. Like, it's no longer a puzzle.
fought House of Devils over Siva. I thought all splicers were enemies.
1 point.
It
Well,
wasn't
it's
until
better than
Mithrax
nothing.
I realized Splicer is just another class, like Warlock, Hunter, or Titan.
That's the same lesson I learned from
4
the Elixir.
points, 5 points.
It's not the weapon that matters. It's the wielder.
'93, 91. I should know where I'm going here, but I don't. I think it's somewhere this way. Where's the next? Oh, this is over. Never mind. That's a pretty good outfit. And color combination. Eddie Rocks. What are these letters? I need to learn Petrol tryhards. But is that the translation? From the original language? Is that how that works? Like if somebody looks at my banner, but their game is in a different language, do they see translation of Last Phase, which is the clan name? Seems unlikely. Although, you know, I don't know.
Phylax found fame at Twilight Gap, yes? Fame for ruthlessness, for final deaths.
Oh, this guy's whatever power level, whatever it is, 9. Oh, rank 9. Whatever the hell that means. All I know is it was hard to get to whatever I am. What am I? 5.
They say you are a great warrior. Prove you are worth my time.
Let's go special. Man, I forgot I was supposed to clean the sticks. The drift is back. Every time you see a weird movement to the left, it's my stick drift. I wish I could just get a new controller. That's like almost $100. People always get in there too early. Forget about this explosive. Drones. Now we can go. I have full special ammo. Oh, slow down. One more. Done. There's gonna be one dude that spawns there, the small one. And by the time they kill him, I'll be right at the door. This is the boss. It's gonna land right where that marker is, actually. Oh shit! I stepped off it. Oops. Which way? This way. Saudis literally never did anything. The propaganda failed you. It's the... What? Why don't I see that in my chat on my phone? I mean, that's very possible. That's very possible. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not. But based on all the information available to me, I feel like I made an informed purchasing decision. Was that a whisper? What was that? Text came out on the TV, but not on the phone where I'm watching the... Or was that like a YouTube comment or something? Okay, well, prove me wrong. Done. I would love to be wrong, to be honest. For many reasons, the least of which is... the Battlefield 6 is awesome. What Don is referring to is me not playing Battlefield 6 because the company was purchased by the Saudi government investment fund. I'm a product of Pro. Oh wow, that takes that a little far, I feel like, but sure, hey. You just came in to let me know that I'm a product of propaganda. I feel like you skipped the in-between part, which is a dialogue, and went straight to making assumptions about me. But, you know, it's a free country. You're allowed to. But I would, if there was a gentleman who posted a really interesting interview as a reply to that post on X, I'm assuming you read that and you hear. If you have other stuff that you think would change my mind, please. Please post it in there, DM me, whatever. I want to learn for sure. I'm unlike most people. I am not. Let me rephrase that. I'm always open to changing my mind based on facts people present me with. I mean, it would be ignorant of me to think that there aren't facts that I don't know about. I'm not here to change your mind. You can live in your imaginary fallacy. Okay, so why are you here? Just like you just wanted to drop by and say, hey, you're wrong.
Seems that
You're a
Maya's
product
using
of
her new
propaganda.
revenue
Okay,
to scour for caches
fair
for
enough.
Comms channels are 5x5. You are cleared to deploy.
I'd love not
Maya's
to be.
vexed to clear most of this sector by now. Do not
So,
stay too long
there's
in one
that.
place.
Okay, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. Uh-oh. Ah!
So many schematics were lost in the collapse. I can't wait to take that apart.
Man, it is interesting, like, playing games and getting like a very strong feedback from people, or opinions, not really feedback, regarding stuff that's like I don't know, politics or something. But I guess having a strong opinion or something is bound to generate strong responses. Only makes sense. I don't watch TV, so I don't know. I feel like in this day and age, watching TV for news is a next level ignorance. I'm not aware of any unpartial, news sources on TV.
You've done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command.
That's pure golden
What makes you
age
think I
vintage.
think Saudis are
We don't make them
bad?
like that anymore.
I never Why would I think that? That's crazy. Now, I do believe that the Saudi government, oh my God, there is, proof out there. But then again, you're right. I mean, all that proof, quote unquote, comes from Western sources, Western intelligence, for example, in terms of reports on whatever, the 2 killed reporters and stuff. Well, so if you discount everything everybody ever said about the topic that you don't agree with, then you're just another type of propaganda. So that, I don't know how I can possibly take you seriously when you say that. But yeah, you're right. I mean, very likely a big chunk of the news that I'm exposed to in the West is propaganda. Absolutely, when it comes to international sort of news, especially from that part of the world, for sure. I mean, it would be ignorant not to acknowledge that. Who knows? Like, can you really trust a report by CIA knowing that their goals what's the proper way to word this? That their goals are, I would say, contradictory to free flow of information, right? Just like every special services in every country, everybody tries to force their own narrative, making everybody else look evil. To what degree? I'll never know. If there is anything I know at this point in my life, is that I don't know much. And that sounds silly, but it's so true. Unless maybe, well, even oh shoot. Sorry, so why speak bad? I think, Dawn, you don't seem to see the difference between the Saudi special, what do you call it? I forgot the name of their version of flavor of CIA. People in the Saudi Arabia and their government, you seem to be grouping all these people together in one big bundle. That is not how life works. You know that just isn't. You can't hold people accountable for actions of their government. I don't believe you can. Just like I don't know. Let's assume you're in United States. I don't know if you are, but let's assume. You know, it would be absurd for me to keep you accountable for actions of CIA abroad. That'd be stupid. Like, so saying, I don't know, bulking people of a nation into one big group and blaming them, quote unquote, for actions of their government or whatever is absurd to me. These are two separate topics. Like, you don't think there are people within Saudi Arabia that are unhappy about their government? I can guarantee you there are. Just like there are in states, for example, right? Like that, you know. Well, I mean, Don, keep in mind, there are things that even you can't dispute, such as most of the terrorists were Saudis. That's just a fact, and whether that actually means anything or not, that's, you know, that's worthy discussing, but that's just what happened. Right? Who? What? I don't know any. I don't know. How would we know? How do I know? How do you know? Like, how would you know which intelligence agency those people were working with? I don't know. Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't claim to. I just don't like it when anybody suggests that, like, you can hold people accountable for actions of their government. It's not that simple. Like, and it's just bad. That's just unintelligent way to look at the world. So, like, there's no. Let's say if they were CIA, by the way. Okay, I mean, how do you know that? How can I do we? Is that like a guess? Let me know. Like, I'm genuinely, you know, wondering, or is that like a conclusion people came to because there are things pointing towards it, or is there something that out there that I can read? I don't know. I'm assuming if you said that, there probably somebody wrote something on the topic. And let's be honest. I mean, would that surprise anyone? I don't think so. Have you not dug deep enough? No, absolutely not. No. I mean, I have opinions. That doesn't mean I'm, you know... It's not... I don't know.
Very good. Stay one step ahead.
I'm not ignorant enough to think that I know all the facts, or that the facts that I think are facts are all true. Like, the forces in play here are way bigger than any of us, and like, I don't even know how you would combat that. Like, if I wanted to know, it means you have your what? It means you have surface area logic schemed through BS. It doesn't mean you're not using the right words here. It doesn't mean somebody who doesn't have all the facts have surface area logic. It just means they have surface area facts or information. Doesn't make them stupid, right? That's what you're suggesting. It doesn't mean that that person is unintelligent. It just means that the facts that they're basing their opinion on are incorrect. They just don't know it, right? Or what people consider facts, I don't know. I'm not suggesting that everything written about Saudi Arabia in relation to 9/11 is true or a fact. I'm just making a general statement saying that people make up their mind on information available to them, and sometimes they're not necessarily evil, they just don't know, or maybe even haven't heard a different point of view. Clearly, I heard a lot of different points of view at this point. Does that make sense? Don't, what's the word? Don't attribute things to I don't know, conspiracy, which can be attributed to lack of knowledge or ignorance. You will 90% of the time you're just gonna be wrong. That's possible. I mean, you're not the first person that came here and said that. There was only one gentleman that tried to provide me with some alternative points of view, right? That's the gentleman that on that X thread posted an interview, which is a really good interview, by the way. But everybody else just says things. I mean, it's kind of meaningless to me. Everybody has opinions. I'm not interested in opinions. I'm just interested in people correcting the information I have, so I can form a more informed decision.
Do you think humans might
Not like
resettle here one
what
day?
I think matters to anyone on any level.
It will again.
It shouldn't.
The Guardian
I don't know why it
leading the
would.
way. But we might have to change name from Plaguelands first.
I mean, I think it's fair to say that my opinion is the prevalent opinion in North America. So I think it would be useful if we went to some effort to provide facts that it's not true. If that's the case. If you don't know, that's okay. But when you start to talk like concrete facts, it gets... Yeah. I mean, let's face it. In this age, this is the age of misinformation. There's nothing more dangerous than presenting half-truths or just fabricated information as facts. And I guess what you're saying is that my decision is based on lies, essentially. I mean, I can't discuss it. So why say? I didn't say they did it. I don't know. I can understand why you would think that. I said that the information we have points to the involvement in some way. I mean, the fact that like 15 out of 18 people were Saudi Arabian nationals in this terrorist group can't be ignored. Like that's insane. Let's say this. Let's say that these people were purposely recruited by CIA. And for whatever reason, they decided to blow these two buildings up to create, let's say, a false red flag event, right? Which, you know, they were also by the elites. Yeah, when you say appointed by the elites, it starts to sound pretty funky. But, I mean, show me something. Like, you obviously read that X post. Can you link me something that you read that says otherwise? Like, is there an article I can read that sort of goes step by step, explaining how... Because your mind can't cope. Well, no, it's not a stretch of imagination to think that CIA would manufacture a false flag event. Let's be a little realistic here. We already know the bullshit that they were involved with in the past, a number of things. Like, what about the Iraq War and stuff? The false narrative of, weapons, all that stuff. So it's not like this would be something new. It would be shocking to Americans because it happened on their soil, and so many innocent people lost their lives. But only because a lot of people don't realize how many innocent people lose their lives every single day around the world. Like in the West, we're pretty... it's almost like the government blame Muslims. So we have... Well... You're right, I'm just trying to think how I can word this. it's not a big. It shouldn't be a shocker to anyone to realize that a common enemy unites people. It shouldn't be a shock to anyone either that an outside enemy is the best enemy to have, and it unites entire country against a third party. And we know from over the course of the last 50 years, let's say, there are a number that we have so many. Well, yeah, but it also doesn't mean that's what happened, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, we have our suspicions, but we're drawing a lot of conclusions here, and they make sense. They absolutely make sense, but it's also none of it. Like, nothing here is a hard fact. Nothing that anybody has ever shown me, anyway. Like, a hard fact is who those people were. And frankly, there's a lot of stuff about that's also just hearsay. I think it's very dangerous to take everything that an intelligence agency says as a fact. Because their job is not to provide you with facts. Today it has been, man. It's been crazy. But you know what? I like these conversations. Everything points back to Jews? Oh my god. What? That's crazy. It's crazy to me that people would say that. You're the second or third person that said that today in the chat. I don't get it.
But we are not forced to walk the ruins of our
The government was putting LSD in the water. Well, there have been many questionable research projects done by the government and the intelligence community at large. Fluoride? Yeah, that's another. Man, I like you guys. There's a lot to unpack here. Yeah, but that makes zero sense. Like, what's the logic between, let's say, a Jewish conspiracy that wants to put fluoride in everyone's water? Because we all have to drink it. Like, that makes no sense. I like this room. It's like a server room. I think there are things that make you, stop and think and question stuff, right? Like Netanyahu, yeah, he's gonna be in a world of fucking trouble soon, I think. He's got so many lawsuits outstanding. As soon as, if he doesn't start a war extending his presidency, he's gonna have a tough fucking time. I don't know if you guys follow that kind of stuff. I don't really follow any politics, but just, stuff. And back in 50s or 60s, the government was experimenting. I mean, it's all true. These are not, questionable takes. I was referring to the questionable research stuff. These are all, a lot of that stuff has been, what do you call it, when it's no longer top secret? I can't even think because I'm trying to play, I'm sorry. Declassified. Like, these are things we know that happened. It's like when, but, I don't know. It doesn't surprise me that these things happen. Like, does it surprise anyone that government wanted to test the effects of some drugs on people? I mean, it would be kind of crazy if they didn't. It's horrible the way they did it. It's like the worst fucking way to approach it. But I mean, they should know. Like you can't just leave that kind of stuff and wonder, hey. Although, frankly, let's be honest, guys. If the government made a post saying, hey, we want to test the results of some really good cocaine on people, that would be a fucking lineup. Governments are in place to protect governments, not you. I don't know why people find it so edgy to like when people talk about this kind of stuff. I don't know. Like look at all the experiments that we know of that like Germans did, for example, in World War II. Absolutely. Look at what's happening in the country where I am, Canada. It's absurd. Like my family came here from a communist country under communist rules in the late 80s. And like we're almost back to the same fucking thing. It's a different flag, it's a different language, but it's the same bullshit. The language laws that we have in UK, for example, with China, it's back with China in its back pocket. What, do you think China is in Canada's back pocket? Because it's the exact opposite. Canada is in China's back pocket. Follow the money. Follow the money. That's all I'm gonna say. See the recent developments in terms of trade agreements, and that's all you have to see. You will be arrested for making jokes. That's true. Yeah, that is true. That is not even a joke. But I don't know. Is this what it is? I don't know. I'm kind of old. I don't know if I care. America? Well, depends. Depends, Miguel. Depends. Ow. You guys have no idea how fucking hard it is to talk about this and play a game.
Praxis is down. We're finishing up here.
Good. Without Phylax and Praxis,
I know everybody here tells me that I'm product of propaganda, but I'm gonna say I support West for sure. Everything points. Oh my God, Amica.
dark power.
Perfect time for us to strike.
I don't even know what to say. I know. It's craziness. It's so crazy. Listen, Amica, I'm gonna say something, okay? Because I feel it's important. Hey guys, I don't know why my chat is like keeping messages for review and shit. I don't know what all this is. So some stuff might not go through. But Amica, when you say Jews, right? You are putting together Israel, the government, the Jewish religion, the army, the innocent people, and the people that are even today protesting against what's going on. You're putting all these people together under one. It's not fair. That's what I'm going to say. It's a very generic term, and I don't like it used in this way. Like, not. Oh my God. Yeah, it might be. So what? You know how many demonic books there are, dude? Have you read the Satanic Bible written by Anton LaVey in North America? Well, does that make Americans satanic? It fucking doesn't.
You are cleared to deploy.
It makes that one guy,
From most of this sector by now.
you know,
Do not
it's
stay
just
too
like
long in
you
one
can't
place.
bunch people up like that. Do you think all the Jewish people read it? Most of them, I'm sure. Well, I don't even know, but I'm sure there are ones that didn't. Do you think all Jewish people are religious? I'm sure there are ones that are not. Like, yeah, well, that Miguel is right there, but how is that any different than what we have in North America, for example? Not much. Like, it's unfortunate. I'm not, you know, celebrating the fact, but a lot of the powerful countries in the world are run by a small group, and it's unfortunate. Well, it's not a single race. Such a strange coincidence that all the power positions are held by... well... They're not all held by Jewish people. I just really feel like you're being unfair to, like, millions of people that maybe share your sentiments. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just bad. Bad way to approach life and these topics. And it's such a strange coincidence. Well, but why do you automatically go to such a dark fucking place? I don't get it. That's like saying, I don't know. Something, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Like, I understand why the optics are not great for a lot of stuff. I just don't like jumping into conclusions. Like, all these, like, statements without any real substance, I'm not into, you know? It's like, for example, when I made this apparently super controversial post on X, explaining why, you know, I cancelled my Battlefield 6 pre-order. And I gave reasons, like, you know, 5 or 6 reasons why I feel I need to do it. But people still come in here and just... Fucking Amica, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say. I never spoke with somebody with that type of fucking worldview.
We have other sectors to clear.
Oh, that looks complicated. I hope I don't have to ask Clovis for help.
Frost armor. Thread links. I didn't realize there was... I don't know. I just don't know. I like discussing things. Doesn't... Oh. I don't get how people can hate... that's exactly it. I really... It's a really... Well... It's a really... it's a really unintelligent way to internalize information. Is how I feel about it. That doesn't mean it's never true or it's ever true. It just means it's such a skewed worldview. I don't mean, you know, this specific topic, just in general. Well, I don't know. There was a... Oh, man. Yeah, but so what, dude? So what? Like, what are you saying? That, for example, you gonna hold me accountable for something written in the Old Testament because I'm Christian? Like, is that how you look at people? That's crazy. What are you saying? This is not a measure. This is not criteria by which to
From before the collapse.
Form an opinion about, you know, hundreds of millions of people, or tens of millions. No, hundreds. Has to be hundreds. Yeah, but you're just saying things. You haven't really provided. Well, I'm making a comparison because you're quoting, let's say, an ancient text and making statements about a whole group of people. So that it's a valid comparison. And what I'm trying to illustrate is that is an incredibly skewed and incorrect way of assessing these things. I don't know if that makes sense. Does it make sense what I said? There's two types of what? And it's also, a lot of this is also, you have to keep in mind that, I don't know, if let's say you're judging people based on some ancient text that was written, you know, 700 years ago, 500 years ago, whatever. You realize how much the world changed in that time? Like, that's kind of crazy. It's still gonna be, you know, true in some cases, but I'm saying overall, the world and the people in it change massively. Right? So it's a wild criteria to use. Oh my goodness. Amika, you gonna fucking
Engineers at foundries will go crazy for this.
give me a heart attack today. You keep using phrases
We've lined up the coordinates
that group whole nationalities under one big umbrella, and then you're making like big generalizations about that group. That is such an insane approach to life, dude. Insane.
Our main target is on site. Engage and destroy.
There are better ways to find out the truth, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter, isn't that what your entire ex post? What about? Well, no. So, oh my goodness. I made a post outlining different things that I don't agree. That the government of Saudi Arabia, or let's be more specific, that the intelligence agency of Saudi Arabia and the Saudi Arabian government investment fund were involved in, that I don't like that kind of behavior, and I choose not to support it. Saying you don't like Saudis is a crazy statement. Like what? Like you think that mean, like, that will be such a general statement? Saudis as people? You know what I mean? Like, don't you're simplifying it. You're simplifying these complex issues, and it's crazy to me. There were what? I don't recall us talking about anything like that. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I keep asking people to give me some links to like articles or interviews that explain the other point of view
I felt Maya's hands close around my
on the killings of the press, members of the press,
I would not wish on anyone.
on the explanations as to why majority of the terrorists in 9/11 had were Saudi Arabian nationals. There are other points of view. It's just that other than one person, nobody's ever. No, they were not all Saudi. I believe 15 out of 18 were Saudi, which is most, but not all by any means. I believe it was 15 out of 18. It doesn't really matter if it was 15, 10 or 2. But, to somebody who doesn't know the... Oh, Jesus Christ. All I know is the facts that I'm presented with, and that's just like all people. That's what I make my mind on, based on Israel is the cause of all of our problems. What? All of them? Man, you give them a lot of credit. That's crazy. So you made a statement. Like, if I wanted to find out why you feel this way, like, where would I go? Like, what would I read or research? Like, I don't understand how you end up with that point of view. To me, the American government went in and stole resources. They lied about weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, well, I don't... What do you mean, stole resources? Weapons of mass destruction is an obvious and proven lie, for sure. Okay, you keep telling people they listen to mainstream. I don't think anybody watches TV anymore, dude. Does anybody actually have cable anymore? Yeah, Bush family does make money out of... See, that I think is a more interesting topic than like some bullshit racial or national stuff. Money. Follow the money. Always follow the money. The world revolves around money. Like, that's an interesting topic. Let's talk about how politicians get into the office and they're worth $50,000 or whatever, $1 million, and they leave the office being worth $500 million. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about people who are in committees that are making profound decisions that alter the balance of different industries or markets. Let's talk about how those people end up always seemingly invest in the right company that's on the right side of their decision and making hundreds of millions of dollars off it. Let's talk about that. That's what I think is interesting. Yeah, they're reluctant allies, but they don't have a choice. America doesn't really have a choice. Who else would they ally with in that region? Like, let's be realistic. Who? That's their... That's the most logical candidate at the moment because of the overall, you know, sentiment in the region. Oops. See, my sticks get all fucked up. I don't have money for a new controller, that sucks. I don't know why people have such a hard time understanding it. You ally with the people that will help you the most. In that region, that's the place that will help us the most. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, absolutely. Whoa. It's all about money. Everything is about money and power. Like, there's no other considerations. There are no friends.
Heavy resistance up ahead.
Allies?
Do not hold back.
Fucking
Your enemy no quarter,
of convenience.
as they did to us in the Red War.
Like, I don't know what people think world politics is like, but like there's no friends. You don't think Israel spies on America? All the time. If you just search that, it's a proven fact. Said what did I say? That's brainwash. Why is everything I'm saying brainwashed to you? God damn it, Amika. Everything you say I have to press a button on because it gets hold for moderation. Stop making me fucking work. I don't know. I would be very hesitant to villainize entire nations, groups of people, religions, or races. Races is the most redonkulous thing. It's such a convenient thing, too. Oh my god, Miguel, that is the last thing we need. You go into a group chat with Amika and you're just not gonna come out, dude. That's just not gonna happen. No good can come from that. Trust me. It's been a struggle this as it is. Well, what points? They're not points, they're like headlines. You can't debate something like that. You can debate facts. Like you have to have something to debate. Oh well, yeah. Nobody is. I don't know. Well, nobody is a bit of a silly statement to make. But obviously, people do a lot of research. You have nothing to debate. Well, no, you do. You just have so far. Would you agree that you failed to provide like anything for me to even read that might prove your point that I can then, educate myself on? It's crazy. It is crazy, Amica. It would be interesting to see. But you know what? That's why, like, I don't know if you guys watched TV in like the 90s, and you would watch like a Jerry Springer, and he would have like a show about, I don't know, Nazis who slept with their brother's wife. That was the only those shows were like the only shows I've ever seen where you had like such a wide array of participants from just extreme ends of the political spectrum. But that kind of stuff is super interesting. Something actually, worth watching. However, you have to be able to debate, right? Very, very few people on the extreme ends of the spectrum are willing and capable of debates. I'm not hating on. Oh my Jesus Christ. And you shouldn't. That's what I'm saying to you. And you shouldn't. You're entitled to your opinions. All I'm saying is, you shouldn't. Oh my God. I don't think that's happening. Wishing violence on anyone would be against terms of service of YouTube. I would advise against it in general, and definitely against voicing these sort of opinions on the open forum. In general, it's a pretty common sense that I don't know, somebody help me. Jesus. Just be good to each other. Jesus Christ, it's not that difficult. Play a game. That's why I like games. It doesn't even matter who everybody is. I'm in a group with 3 people I've never met in my life, and we're fighting for freedom. Look at that. You would, if you were a mod, you would what? I don't get it. You would play Destiny 2 if you were a mod in this channel? Is that what you mean? Man, there are better channels to be mod in, trust me. I don't know. I don't like the fact that people are afraid. Well, there's... I don't... Help me. I don't mind talking to all kinds of people about all kinds of things. It doesn't bother me. It's not...
Excellent
That's actually like
Look up all
one
and
point
break this treaty.
that's worth making.
Ready to crush them.
Like, just because I hear somebody's
Keep up the
extreme
good work.
position on something that I might or might not agree with, it doesn't mean it will change me. Like, I don't understand, you know, I don't understand that mentality. Because doesn't matter how. I hope so. I hope so. Look what you did. I'm fucking half the kills of everybody else, dude. I feel violated. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, listen. You can find reasons to love and hate everyone. It's up to you which route you choose to take. All I'm saying is that there are horrible people of every color and every nationality, and don't bunch all those people together. It's very unfair. Listen, dude. This is like the 50th time I have to click show your message because it's held for moderation. If I can watch what you're typing, dude. Yeah, Miguel, absolutely. Jump in. I always play with viewers. IDGAF? What the fuck does that even mean? Amika, you are the most fucking... What do you call it? Resource-intensive fucking viewer I had in my life, and trust me, that says a lot because I literally had almost nobody. You making me pay attention to your shit. It's backwards.
We ceded control of these sectors a while back, so fully securing them in one mission is impossible. Instead, gather as much tech as you can, then get out of there.
It's just, listen. There are a few important things worth considering when you're even thinking about judging people about on anything, right? Okay? First, we can't help who we're born as, or where, or who are, you know, what country we're in. It just happens, right? Second of all, people have a tendency to conveniently pick and choose periods in history which they reference and base their opinions on. Go far enough and we're all from the same, like we're all just people. And everything else is just product of the environment. I probably sound really dumb because I can't even concentrate. I'm trying to be good in this game and talk about politics. That's not really politics. I think we went past that a long time ago. No, it's just... All I'm saying is a lot of it is just convenient hate. At the end of the day, we're all just people. It's unfortunate, really. Like, if you think from humanity's point of view, it's almost unfortunate. Well, it's not almost. It is unfortunate that we divided ourselves into these tribes, drew lines in the sand, and everybody's, like, you know, fighting with everybody else. I'm gonna stop pressing show on your fucking texts. They can just stay in perpetual hold because I just want to play, dude. I like dialogue. I really do. Even in extreme cases, which this seems to be. But you gotta be able to... You have to be capable of changing your stance. Otherwise, it's not a dialogue, it's just a speech. And I don't like speeches, dude. But also, none of our problems are going to be resolved unless we start talking to them. Not to them, about them. So tired.
Very good. Stay one step ahead of Maya. Looks like junk to me, but our Elixir friends love junk.
Well, I appreciate that everybody's staying civil, and there is no, nobody's insulting anybody. That's nice. Me? I've been up since 6 in the morning, just taking short breaks to talk to the family and stuff. My last stream, that was the 3rd stream today, was 5.5 hours. And I blame everything on Amika. 'Cause how can you fucking stop the stream when people are talking about stuff like this? I really think people are capable. I mean, I agree Netanyahu is leading a genocide war. Genocide? Absolutely disagree. Absolutely. I don't know if people know what genocide means. But yeah, it's an ugly, ugly war. Having said that, all wars are ugly. Please, feel free to join military. I spent the better part of a decade in military. You will quickly find out that war is evil and ugly. Any war. In the grand scheme of things, there's some messed up things people do in war. Let's put it that way. Whether you're talking about, oh my god, pick your conflict. It's all ugly. Everybody wants to survive. People also forget every conflict that Israel is in is an existential conflict. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Like, they are reacting in what could be easily considered extreme cases or extreme ways. Because for them, every conflict like this is survival or they're done. Like, they're not just fighting somebody overseas, like what we do most of the time. Like they're fighting people that, let's just say, don't wish them well. I don't even know what to say that won't be considered, controversial in here. But, yeah. Yeah, there is, well, obviously.
Will love it.
That doesn't justify war, but crazy. Well, what do you mean, Derek? So what do you think is gonna happen if Israel loses the war with Palestine? Let's start with what do you think is gonna happen to Israel if that happens? Do you think there is gonna be what? What do you think is gonna happen? You think there's gonna be a state of Israel that's administered by bipartisan, I don't know, government? Where do you think that would go?
Mount up, Guardian. You've done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command.
And the same with the other side, in a way, right? It's not a one-sided thing. You don't think Palestine is fighting for their survival? Or Israel? You think what are you saying? I don't know, look at a map. They can work together, fight forever, or one emerges as a victor. These are the three options facing these entities, these countries. And unfortunately, there hasn't been enough talking between them for a peaceful solution. Hopefully that's coming. Yeah, I mean, it's a war between two countries. It's whoever loses, if there was a loser, is gonna have serious consequences. That's why peace talks are, that's a preferred way to resolve this. Who, me? Oh, you just, yeah, sure. I mean, everybody's allowed to have an opinion. Feel free to voice it. I'm not in Palestine, I'm not in Israel. I'm not sure what people think, but this is not like a one-sided chat or something. I think we can all agree that war is ugly, and war between two countries. Who is the leader of BlackRock? Who is the leader of every major corporation? Leader of every major corporation. There's a leader of every major corporation? I don't know. Who's the leader of Samsung and Nvidia? I don't know. Who's the leader of what's a big giant company? Huawei? I don't know. State Street, Vanguard. I'm not familiar with the other two. I mean, I think everybody's familiar with BlackRock, and it's not a controversial take that there are a lot of people, unhappy with the way they do business, resulting in what? Especially in residential investments. Oh man, I didn't realize there was this much divide between people. You know who CEOs are of these companies? No, why would I? What the fuck are you talking about? Why would I know that? No, I don't know who the donors are, and I don't know all of the CEOs of the companies you mentioned, especially since I wasn't aware of 2 out of the 3 even exist. Soros and other Jewish people. Okay. How does this relate to the conversation regarding the war? Or am I missing something? Connect the dots. Okay.
We've lined up the coordinates to your next LZ.
Nobody in this chat is gonna make anything easy, are they? You know what? I am starting to really appreciate that gentleman that linked that interview regarding 9/11 on X. Like that's how you have a conversation. Hey, I think you're wrong about all these things. Here is something you can, examine yourself. That provides a vastly different point of view. Okay. No, I understand where you're going with this for sure. I mean, it's pretty easy to see, where this is leading. But, like, once again, zero facts.
Battlefield commander's been sighted.
I mean, it's just
Finish strong, Guardian.
right. I feel like, especially when you go on a public forum and you make statements like that, I'm assuming, for example, that it's important to you. You'll find a lot more people will understand your point of view if you provide them with some sort of, I don't know, with some sort of way to research or confirm what you're saying. Just nobody really cares about just making blanket statements. Like, if I cared about that, I'd watch CNN. If there is a Washington Post article, yes, I'd love to. What do you mean? Why even asking that question, dude? You shouldn't be. If this is important to you and you feel strongly that you're right, that you should have that already in your clipboard, ready to cut and paste. Otherwise, there's not even a point in talking. Like, what? There's one guy saying yes, the other guy says no, and then we go our own ways. Waste of my fucking time. Waste of everybody's time. If you give people a chance, they will try. Well, no. That is so untrue. If you give people a chance, they will never fail to disappoint you. I guess that's the moral of all of these stories put together. All of these opinions. Whichever side of the spectrum you're on. Ultimate power corrupts ultimately. And money's just a fucking disease.
Even after everything the Red Legion has put us through,
That's the moral of the story here.
to see them shackled by Maya's collar.
I felt Maya's hands close around my throat, stealing my voice, moving my body like puppet. I would not wish on anyone, even the Red Legion.
I'm getting close to 400. Oh my god, I am. I mean, if your own research and see... Well, this is where you're making a mistake. Derek, I'm gonna say something that you will find shocking. Derek, nobody cares what you think. But if you provide people with opportunity to change their own minds by reading something, watching something, listening to somebody, you might find that more people share your opinions. As extreme as I might think they are, you know, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that you can convince otherwise. I'm a big boy, dude. You know what that means? That means that I work 10 hours a day, wake up at 5:30 7 days a week, and don't care enough about anything about other than my immediate surrounding to dedicate too much time to it. Because I have to walk the dogs, I have to clean their shit, I have to go to work, I have to fix my car, I have to fix I don't know, there's a tree out in my backyard that's about to fall down. I have to figure out what to do because the city won't let me cut it down because they're only going to cut it down if it's about to fall. There's immediate danger. And by then it's too late. Those are things that I worry about, dude. Those are things that take up my time. And occasionally, from time to time, I can sit down here in my basement and play a game. And that's my life, dude. So, that's why I really, really appreciate the gentleman that linked the Saudi Arabian interview for me. Because you know what? I would never find it myself. But he had enough intelligence to realize that just putting labels on things and saying whatever stuff means nothing. So he provided me with a way to change my opinion. That's how you change people's minds.
Checking. Check. Goodbye.
Because just saying stuff without any supporting evidence, when we're talking about like pretty impactful statements that have been made in this chat, right? A lot of them controversial, I would say. I know I found them controversial. Without supporting evidence of any type, you just look like a 12-year-old screaming things and having a tantrum. Like that's all I see. I mean, it's also fair to say, hey, it's not my job to educate you. That's also a valid point you could make. And here is the painful truth of life. All these things can be true at the same time. It might not be your job to educate me, and I also don't have the time to research your shit. It's just life is busy and it's hard and it's harsh. And we all trying to do our best, man. It goes a long way. If you're trying to convince people about something, it goes a long way if you just help them out a bit to make up their mind. To be honest, if I had a strong position on something that's controversial, and let's say I'm watching this YouTube channel on channels or Twitch channels or Kick or whatever on a computer. Like if I feel strongly about something, I'll be honest, man. I would open my notepad and just cut and paste a couple links to things that I feel support what I'm saying, and I would have that ready to send to people that disagree with me. I think that is, with their permission, of course. That is something that makes sense to me. Otherwise, it's just like you coming in saying, "You like blue color? Holy shit, you're an idiot. I like yellow." Like I don't. What? Educate yourself. Click, and people leave. Like, what kind of fucking nonsense is that? I don't know. I don't even know if anything I say makes sense anymore. I am so fucking tired. But, yeah. It's gonna suck if they close this channel down because of some people in the chat. Oh my god, what's happening? Anybody wants to join in? As shocking as that might be, this channel is actually about playing fucking video games. Everybody's fucking away in the clan. Somebody said earlier they want to join. Oh no! You know that feeling when you like do something and a fraction of a second after you do it, you know it's gonna lead to a disaster? That was that jump. It's sort of like this whole chat.
My frame was recovered from the ruins of the fallen tower, and a new and improved personality was installed by
Man, what a wild, wild stream today. 4 p.m. Listen, I'm gonna take a quick break. This is the clan. This is me. You see the name in there? Give me a shout. You can join me. Or DM me, and I'll have to invite you, actually. I'm just gonna use the facilities, talk to the wife, see what's happening with the kid, pet the dog, and I'll be right back. All right. And DMs? No. Okay, so nobody wants to join? The rewards pass is flashing. Oh. What? What is this? It's okay. Am I thrilled about it? I am not. What the hell's this? Oh, what? Where is he? Go this way.
A transaction to make, Guardian?
Shards of Galanor. What the hell? Throwing knife final blows. Decrease the cooldown. I don't even like that stupid throwing knife, dude. Flip. Deposit done.
One true enemy. So has it always been.
Portal. Man, I wish some of you guys would join so we can do Pinnacle Ops. I need a full team of 3. Nobody's ever on when I'm on. Which sounds funny since I've basically been playing the entire freaking day. I do need to take a break in about an hour or two. I have some chores to do. Well, those were some extreme conversations, but it was interesting to see other people's view on things, as extreme as it might seem. Man, I bet somebody somewhere must have done a study on how people end up in extremist worldviews. Whoa. Duh. I'm joining an existing one. Ugh. Oh, these guys are not really doing much damage. We'll change that. Oops. Oh. Ow. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Slow? Don't do me like this. Nobody has ammo anywhere? A cheap bunch of aliens. Oh! Oh my god, I'm all out of all the ammo. Thankfully I have a primary with me. There you go. Oh, my first 400 piece. Oh wow, and this too, okay. 3 more points until I achieve today's goal I set for myself. Oh, man.
Guardian, we've received limited intel regarding a Vex information depot. I want you to get in there and figure out what they know.
Greetings, Captain. Commander Zavala has requested that I run tactical on this mission. Please allow me to help you with your invasion of the Insight Terminus.
Oh, hello, Failsafe. What can you tell us about this terminus?
I have not detected significant Vex activity in that area since shortly after the Exodus Black arrived.
Well, that's good news. Maybe we won't run into much resistance.
Yeah, but since death kind of follows you around, I wouldn't count on that.
Positive as ever, I see.
Oh yeah, man, I'll be here. Take your time, dude. Don't rush. Especially if you're driving. Plus, I'm on every day, man. Up until Amika gets me banned. That is. You know what I wish? What would be great? If I had a computer so I could do a stream. I don't know, probably not. I can't tell. Almost all the time on my phone it tells me that there's like one person watching, and then I have like 2 or 3 people talking. Like it never matches up, so I don't know. But what I would love to do one day is have the ability to stream like more like a podcast, like a conversation dialogue, where we watch, let's say, an interview or a documentary about some of these topics and talk about it as we watch it. I think that would be awesome.
I have good news and bad news.
Give us the good news first.
The good news is that Kargan is killing Vex by the dozen.
All right. What's the bad news?
Kargan has almost complete control over the Vex Gate network. I predict several detachments of Cabal over the next few minutes.
Wonderful.
My stick is stuck. Fuck. Turning sideways? It's weird. And then it does like this weird thing to the left from time to time. Oh no! What would be even better if we could get, oh man, knowledgeable people about each side of the conversation. That'll make it interesting. But that's not likely to happen anytime soon. Oof. Oh shit. Ow! Who's shooting me? Oops, I almost killed myself. With my own grenade. Oh shit. Oh, they're gonna get it. And... my god. Out of bullets. Got this guy. Now I'm behind, because I waited too. And the stick needs cleaning again. I think since like it really acts up and I have to clean it every day now, it seems like it's probably nearing end of its lifespan, right? That is a horrible sign. Man. These controllers are so fucking expensive too. Well, any controller. Okay, That wasn't supposed to be the weapon I have.
I injected some bad variables into his decryption process. That should slow him down.
You keep doing that, and he's really gonna like it. Just saying.
Whew.
Location secured, Commander Zavala.
Good work, Guardian. What intel did you discover?
There's only one data artifact here, labeled Oxa, and it's seriously corrupted. Metadata says it was last accessed by an Otzot centuries ago.
These names are so dumb.
What is Oxa? And who is Otzot?
God.
Those are questions for another day, I suppose. But for now, well done.
Okay, not a great performance.
Comms channels are 5 by 5. You are cleared to deploy.
There's an awful lot of hardware out there, both tech and vehicles.
I do love rolling in a tank. Nearest thing a mortal can do to experiencing the power of a light bearer.
How much power? What's my power level? Rank 5, 398 power level. I came back about a week ago. Hold on, just one sec. It's gonna be week 2 on Monday. Here. OGCryptor, just like here. Number sign 8862. If you're on PlayStation, it's just OGCryptor. And it's the same blue-white avatar like everywhere else. Man. It's arguably the worst time to join at the moment. Arguably the best time would be at launch of Renegades, but then again, you know, there is something to be said about preparing yourself for the expansion and, you know, making sure you're the right power level and all that stuff. So if you take these couple weeks before the Renegades release as basically your warm-up and a tutorial, I think you won't be disappointed. That's basically how I look at it. But the expansion looks fantastic.
Very good. Stay
I think it does.
ahead of Maya. Cash secured. Good work.
I hope this... I'm gonna jinx it. I already said it in numerous times, so I already probably jinxed it, but... I'm really hoping this means that we can get, like, 2 or 3 expansion arcs that are inspired by certain franchises, right? Like, if we're getting a Star Wars inspired expansion, man, what I wouldn't give for Firefly inspired expansion. Tron, Blade Runner. Oh man, I feel like this game was made... How's the RNG drop rate of better items? Let's say most matches I'll get, well, no. So let's say last match I got, you know, 2 items that were upgrades by, let's say, 2 points, and then the next match I'll get like 5 items that are upgrades by like 6 or 7 points. So it kind of varies. But today I played a lot. I don't know how many hours, a lot. But I think I'm gonna increase by 100 points. Almost, no. Sorry, no, not 100. By 85. So, you know, it's not a big deal really. It's a bit of a grind. But then again, like if you enjoy this, if this here is something that you find, you know, fun, then I do. Like, it's not, I don't really consider this a grind. It's not like super challenging where I'm like, you know, tired after I'm finished. It's just fun. Like, I'm gonna do exactly this. Yeah, it's a great game. Like, best gunplay and movement mechanics of any shooters, bar none. Exceptional graphics. Except, oops. You know, like, the game is in a peculiar state right now, where you're gonna play in an expansion, whatever that name is of the last expansion, that made some questionable choices and changes that many people did not enjoy. So that it's, you know, all I'm running is just regular ops, and I just want to get to level 400. And then I need to figure out where to go from there. Because ideally, I'd like to be 500 by the time Renegades is out. That'd be great. What are we doing here? Today I wasted a lot of time talking about some interesting topics that came up in the chat.
Collect what you can before leaving. Better in your hands than the conductors.
Yeah. Fuck, man. If you like to play a lot, I'm around almost every day. If you want, you can join my clan just so you can always see who's on and stuff. At least for the first, week or two before you make up your mind where you want to end up, clan-wise. Happy to help. The more people I have to play with, the better. That's the bottom line. That's why I'm doing this whole stream. Like, that was the whole idea. Oh. Awesome. Thank you. It really is cool, especially if you can hang out and have somebody to talk to about stuff. Time just flies. I just happen to have a lot of time today, and I had a lot of time yesterday, but usually I'll just play in the evening after work. All depends. I play more when I have people to play with. Like people, not like random people. Awesome. Yeah, I'm enjoying it immensely. So with me, what happened is I really like the game. Like, this clan that I'm in was created like just under 6 years ago. We had a pretty lively guild and everything, and then everything, it didn't fall apart, but some other game came out, I forgot what. And it kind of made everything fall apart clan-wise. But about a week and a half ago, I decided to come back, and I immediately realized, like, this is it for me. Like, it would be crazy to me to choose Call of Duty over this, or Battlefield, as much as I think Battlefield is a far superior game to Call of Duty at the moment. Like, look at all this. And the Star Wars expansion? Are you kidding me? Man, maybe I'm just old and I like that kind of stuff, but that just sounds so awesome to me. Yeah, I love sci-fi. I love science fiction, and this is just pure science fiction shooter. I'm gonna die here in a second, unless I do something. I probably won't be able to, no. Yeah. The only challenge I have right now is that I have a limited amount of people in the game that I can group with, because it's been so long. And some of the more more challenging content, like harder versions of dungeons, what's called ops in this game, pretty much. Not exactly, but sort of. There is no random queue for those, so you can you enter into them with a pre-made party or so. And I'm just not good enough to do them solo.
Let's finish strong, Guardian.
How do you... Oh yeah. All you need is 3 people. All you can have is 3 people for a lot of this stuff. And then you hit raids and you need more. Okay. How long is this gonna last? There's no point in rezzing if I'm just gonna die. How do we get rid of this? Oh, it spawned me outside. Okay. That is an amazing deal. Amazing deal. On console, all that stuff is $130. I know because I had just had the pleasure of purchasing it. You know, a little ripped off, to put it politely. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. The value out of that is crazy. What's going on? Oh. Of course it would disappear right as I pop my super. God damn it. What the hell? Okay. Seriously? Man. Do you have a Twitch account? I have a Twitch account, I don't use it though. I just stream on YouTube.
It wasn't until Mithrax I realized
I'm on a console, so I don't have the luxury of multi-streaming or anything. I have to choose one or the other.
It's not the weapon that matters, it's the wielder.
Is 400 the maximum of what I can get in these? It's starting to look like it. I only have a couple pieces that I need to upgrade to 400, and then I have to ask somebody for advice and figure out what I need to do after this to get beyond 400. When I came back and started, it started me at level 10, I think. And it went from there. Like the first 200 goes in no time whatsoever. And then it slows down from there a bit, but it's pretty reasonable. I'm old enough where I played a lot of games with grind, and this is not a grind to me. It's not like grind it's in Diablo or Division 2 or something. This is not the same thing. Although, keep in mind, I'm only getting to 400 right now, right? So up to that point, that's what I experienced so far. Don't you have to equip the 400 to get better stuff? Yes, that's my understanding. Yeah, so as you equip better stuff and your power level goes up, you get some drops that are upgrades to what you have, right? And it just keeps climbing like this. Not always, but often. But it's such a cool game. Like, you just... you send me a friend request? Where do I see that? Hold on. Here. Where is it? Here. Here. Accept. You let me know if you want me to back out of this one. I just started it. I'm not sure how long it will take. Oh no, these guys, look, these guys already are like way in there. So I joined one in progress. If you don't mind standing by for us to finish this, it looks like they're way in there. It's gonna pull me in soon, I think. Yeah, it shouldn't be long. Like, look how far ahead they are already. Somebody must have left. I can't make a right turn unless I stop. Like, these sticks are so messed up. My controller needs to be retired. What? Oh, jeez, that scared me. Yeah, they killed all this stuff here. Oh, you don't... Really? What do you have? Fiber to home, I guess? Sounds like pretty... pretty quick download. And where are you from, man? Leon? Am I saying that right? Correct me if I'm not. I'm sure I'm not. Just correct me. No way, Botswana. No way, that's awesome. I never played with anyone from Africa. Like, who lived in Africa. Holy shit, that's awesome. I played with people from a lot of places, but never with somebody who, like, actively lives in Africa. That is cool. So many places in Africa I would love to visit one day. You know what? That's actually a pretty good plan, dude. Pretty good plan. Like, specialize in something, you know what? That sets you apart from everybody else. Yeah. What language do you guys speak in Botswana? Is it French? Oh man, it always upsets me when I hear people who play a lot of FIFA. That game is such a rip-off. Not that it's a horrible game, it's just a recycled rip-off. But soccer is huge there, huh? I'm from Western Europe originally, and soccer is huge there too. Well, it's pretty much the only sport other than combat sports. Shit, I missed it. I think you said we speak English as a second language. What's the first language, though? Like, is there a... Like, I don't know. I never heard anything about Botswana other than, like, related to politics and you know, different challenges the country had. Oh, the mobile version. I've never tried it. Up until recently, I didn't even know it existed, to be honest. Hey, come on, dude. Setswana.
She's down, Barracks. It's over.
Man,
That's
I wish I could travel more.
all of Aramis's
So many things in the world you don't get to experience and see.
Kill of darkness is ended.
Thank you.
Thanks to
Thank you, sir.
But in death, Aramis becomes myth, immortal. Her legacy will go on.
You know, come to think of it, that's a good move. Like, this will look so much better on a stream than the mobile version.
Vigilant.
Are there... Is streaming popular there? I wonder. My understanding is that there are a fair bit of, like, IRL streamers in Africa, like people that stream sort of everyday life, but not too many that like specialize in gaming or other things. No, yeah, because what in Botswana, like so, most of your viewers would be watching on a phone, right? I think like mobile is big. Which is also good for you, because then you can stream in a lower resolution, which is still going to be plenty for any mobile phone, but it will make it for a much better, reliable stream. Well, listen, dude, can you link your stream in a chat? The chat gets recorded too, I think, so I can later go back and look it up. And I'll follow, dude, for sure. We all have to support each other. Gotta start somewhere, Miguel. Gotta start somewhere. Oh shit! Did I go to the next one already? I'll leave. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. We're loading somewhere. I didn't pay attention. Give me 1 second. I'll leave right after this screen. This loading screen. I totally fucking zoned out. Yeah, dude, we can play together. So you have like a North American teammate playing with you. That could help. Although there are way better people and way better streamers than me. Just, you know. Okay, I'm leaving. Sorry, man.
Makes sense, though.
I didn't mean to. There you go. Okay, I have to invite you, I believe. That's you. Invite to fireteam. That's 497. Holy shit. Ron. Did it work? Did it get in there? I don't see a link. I don't know if the chat allows for links. It should. I don't know. You can always DM me directly. Look at your ghost, dude. Listen, here, I'm gonna even make it easier for you. Because you're clearly more knowledgeable than me. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click this. You are the leader. You take us where you want to take us. Oh my god, you're power level fucking... or rank 9? Ron, what are you doing here, man? People are gonna think less of you for fucking grouping with me. I don't know if I should call you by your name on, what do you call it? YouTube, or by your name on there. Yeah, 500 is pretty nice, dude. You solo? You got... What do you mean? You got to 500 by soloing? Your name is Mike. So is mine, dude. 2 mics. What do you do now, man? You're in a clan? What's happening with your clan? Oh, they all quit? Dude, me, Mike, and Leon will group and run stuff together. It's gonna be awesome. We just need to get on the same voice chat so everybody can, like, hear the conversations. It's gonna be good.
Siva kept even the riskiest scavengers out for years. But once word gets out that Siva's gone, it'll be a gold rush.
Look at these fucking overachievers. This guy's a 9. This guy is 9. What the fuck? Am I the only new person in this game or what? Oh my god, this feels like such a pointless... this AR. We'll get there, we'll all get there one day. Just takes a bit of a commitment. Next week is gonna be... oh, hold on. Noob? Does it matter though? We all start somewhere. Scarab explosion, I knew it, the little bastards. "20 seconds. I'm trying to remember if I've ever heard anything about Botswana, and the only 2 things that keeps popping to mind is like nature reserves and dancing. This is why you need to this is why you need to talk to everybody. Man.
Golden Age tech collected.
Leon, if you heard some of the conversations in this chat we had earlier, it was some interesting stuff. Oh yeah, this is 500, so it's like 100 plus over me. Oh, well, I should get some good upgrades. That would be amazing. Sorry. I'm trying to be better. I feel so silly.
Looks like junk to me, but our Elixir friends love junk. We have other sectors to clear.
I hope so. So Leon, this is what you have to look forward to. Team effort. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna Google Botswana as soon as I'm done. What is the traditional food like in Botswana? I have so many questions. What the hell's happening in here? Jesus.
So many schematics were lost in the collapse. I can't wait to take that apart.
Tourism, yeah. Right? A lot of nature reserves and stuff like that. National Geographic is my only source of information about Botswana. What's the do you live in a capital, or I don't know. That seems like a personal question. Yeah, man, I never played with the grenade launchers because they seemed a little random to me. But ever since I started, oh shit. Oh my god. The reload is long. Whoa, look at all these bastards. Ah. Boom. Gaboron? I don't know.
Lined up the coordinates to your next LZ.
I'm gonna look all this up.
So complicated, this tech. Will be nice puzzle for Anna.
See, this... Oh, to me, that's a conversation that's interesting. Meeting people from places you've never been to. Oh, I'm sure I butchered it. Like you talking to a Eastern European living in Canada. If I can pronounce anything correctly, it would be a miracle. Not out of ignorance. I'll try, for sure. Botswana. Oh. No worries, I enjoy this, man. I feel like meeting people from other cultures just benefits me. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you a better person. Knowing just one way of life skews your worldview and everything else, as was demonstrated by our chat earlier today. And I come from a very part of the world that remains unchanged for many, many years. That sounds stupid. For a long time, like Eastern Europe. It, you know, not big on changes. Things stay the same. Oh my god, that's... Whose quote is that? Who's that quote from? Oops. That is such a good way of saying it.
Very good. Stay one step ahead of Maya. Cash secured. Good work.
Better world starts with us. I like that. So true.
Lightbearer spotted. Shut them down and get out of there.
So true, sir. Yeah, everybody's faster than me, dude. Everyone. I'm still getting over rank 9. Because I know how much effort it took for me to get to 5 and how much help I needed to get to 5 so far within the week that I came back. 9? That seems crazy. Out of necessity, man. Lower. Oops. I want to stay alive. Oops. Oh. Oh my god, they're kidding me. Alright, 28 seconds. Just for the record, I'm not really good at this. I just enjoy playing games. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. You're not gonna see any world records or world firsts on this stream. That is not gonna happen. I am out of pretty much every type of bullet, other than the one I don't have to pick up. Ow, 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 ow. I just wanted to see if I can get some bullets here. Jesus. Can I shoot this? No. I don't know. It's Destiny, so whenever you can actually see something, it's worth definite no, the pro, no. Not at all, man. If I had the bullets... Oh, why am I shooting that guy? I can't do anything to him. What are we doing? Do we have to unlock stuff here? Is this not... No? This is... Oh, there you go. Now we can. There you go. I'm a hunter, yeah. Initially, when I played Destiny 2, I always played the tank. Forgot the name.
I'm not sure what to make of Maya's
Titan.
moves in this region. It must be connected
But
to
at
the
some
tide.
point, I tried the
Not sure.
hunter, and I really like the jump, the double jump.
The drifter. It all gives me a headache.
Why is everything so dark? Oh, because
Helping the Guardian destroy
it's
Vex.
locked.
Here, here. That's a valuable lesson I've learned. Focus first on
Oh
what
my
I
god.
can see through my
Stop
scope,
talking.
and leave the advanced metaphysics to the professionals. And Drifter,
Oh,
apparently.
that's such a long voiceover. Everybody's just standing around. Holy shit, I'm not even 1/3 third. I'm a quarter of kills that everybody else did. That says a lot right there, dude. Oh, I got a 402 helmet. Okay. So these drops go... What are we doing right now? This goes above 400. Wow. Yeah, please. Anything that can give me stuff above 400, I am so for. Well, that made no sense. But so far, it's not even funny, dude. I'd love to. Yeah, upgrades are good. Look, I'm 401. Well, I made my day. So this is Reclaim Earth Ultimate. And you solo this? Like, you solo this by yourself? Reclaim on Ultimate? Is that possible, even? I guess so. Really? Oh man, DM me link to your channel later. And Leon and Miguel, I'll put your links in the channel description so people, or the video description, so people can listen to you, and then they can click on your link to go and see your, subscribe to your channels. How do you solo this? That's crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. I'm on PlayStation 2. So that works well. Because if you ever feel like joining the stream, we just do a PlayStation party. You didn't think that was impressive. Okay. Yeah, well, listen. I don't even know how to go with that. Oh my god. Okay. Botswana representing the PC gamers in the chat. So Leon, do you have like, it sounds like you said you want to be a streamer, right? So you have like your social media stuff, accounts and all that stuff. You stream on what? Oh no, go away. We should make if you do choose to do the stream, we should make sure that you have a maximum sort of benefit from it. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to go. Where's the exit? Oh, here. So we can post it everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have too many people following me anywhere. I mean, clearly. But, every little bit of exposure helps. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing on PC is you have an option to restream on multiple services, which is something I unfortunately cannot do. Without a PC.
Engineers at foundries will go crazy for this.
Look at that. Who knew I'll make a friend in Botswana while streaming Destiny 2 on YouTube from Canada. Life is awesome. Despite setbacks. Did I switch something? I don't even know what I just did. Yeah, man. If you want to be a streamer, let's, do everything we can to make sure get as much of a payoff from joining as you can. Gradually converts damage received into... Hold on, gradually? When critically injured. Munitions persuade them to detonate targets. That's my favorite one. Man, I bet you the weather there is pretty awesome. It's raining, dark, and cold. Well, this is basically a dungeon version of, you know, well, not really a dungeon. I don't know. Our friend Mikey will be able to tell you better. Oh shit. There's a tank here. I just backed into a tank. That is never good. Yeah. Well, man, that sounds pretty good right about now, tell you. What the hell's... Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of mechanics that I really enjoy in this game because they make things. They change the way I have to react to situations or play. Makes it interesting.
So old, this tech. From before the collapse.
Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Oh, we're done. How did you finish this so quick? Oh. From 10 to 400, yeah, a week and like 2 days, week and 3 days, something like that. However, just keep in mind, it just happened to be a week where I had a lot of time, like a lot of time. Like I streamed for like 10 hours yesterday, doing nothing but playing this. Oh my god, what the...
engineers at Foundry
Whew.
will go crazy for this.
Yeah, this controller is not gonna last much longer. God, out of all the bullets. Oh shoot. Okay, coming down here was a bad idea from my little spot. Come on. Getting a little bit of lag.
Very good. Stay one step ahead of Maya.
So many schematics were lost in the collapse. I can't wait to take that apart.
Okay, I'll let the professional... Oh, this is all locked.
Our main target is on site.
Oh, thank you.
Engage
Yeah,
and
feel
destroy.
free to post a link to your stuff there. And I'll be able to then put it in the description of this stream. And that goes for everybody I play with, of course. Barely anybody watches me, but any exposure is good exposure at this point. Okay, if you're a freaking bad guy of this size, you should leave something behind when you die. Help out us little people, come on. It's unacceptable to be dying and not leaving anything to pick up when you're that big. I don't know what the hell that is. So what we're doing now, just waiting for additional bad guys to spawn so we can kill them and then open that shield, or... Oh no, we can damage him right now. Oh my god. Last Guardian. Ah! Do I have to revive you guys, or can you just wait till Res timeout thing? 20 seconds or whatever. Ow. There we go. Okay, I didn't want to die in like... Yes, Ron. It's great. I barely do any damage. My weapon doesn't do much damage on that range anyway, and then on top of it, this is like billion levels above me. But this is perfect for leveling up. Like, perfect.
I'm not sure what to make of Maya's moves in this region. It must be connected to the Nine, but how, I'm not sure.
I've never gotten Gold 1A.
The Nine, time travel, the drift.
That's a first.
It all gives me a headache. I'm happy to be on Earth, helping the Guardian destroy Vex.
Here, here. That's a valuable lesson I've learned. Focus first on what I can see through my scope. And leave the advanced metaphysics to the professionals.
More
and
upgrades.
Tifter, apparently.
3 upgrades to 404. Eats medium rare chicken. That's the name of the person? Yep. Ron looks like a boss. Look at this. Still locked. Come on, come on. Here. Boom. Oh, Jesus, that music background. Shit, I need to go to, the tower, man. Sorry. Can we go to the tower for like 3 minutes? I don't want to delete any of this. I have so much stuff, it's crazy. I'll be quick. It's funny, the loading screen for going to the tower is most of the time like triple the length of a regular loading screen for regular instance. At least for me. That would be scary. That would be crazy. It's like, oh fuck. Here's the here's the North American South Coast server, East Coast and West Coast, and it's just like 3 PlayStations 4. That would be fucking hilarious. It's clearly not that. I'm just saying, it'll be funny. Come on, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna be quick, man.
Hi there.
Caesar Wolfano?
Bye.
Alright, Caesar. I'll be quick. I'm just gonna really quickly do the upgrades, deposit what I can't carry with me, and we're done. 1, 2, 3, and I think that's it, unless I have one more here. That's it. I'm just gonna deposit and we're good. Yeah, man. I got it. Your picture is the same, just black and white. Don't forget to drop me a link to your stream on whatever, YouTube. No, Discord. I'm good to go, man. Thank you. 402.
What have we here? Even undated computer languages are rich in temporal information. You can date a file by the
Thanks, man.
technology it uses. When you whisper to the void, does it whisper back?
I love the dialogues for this dude. Master Rahul is the man. Rank 9, holy shit, dude. And you went there solo. Also, this like reclaim on ultimate is the way. Why reclaim? Because it's the fastest? Oh, you know what we should have done? Oh shit. I have one challenge left to do to make it to 6. Rank 6. The way of the 9. We should have done that. Maybe after this, if you still feel like playing one more thing. Where are we going? We're just killing everything? Yeah. What's with these shields? That's just rude. No. That dude just found out that you can't break those shields with a weapon. I'd res him, but I won't. I'm not even sure what shooting those things does. I just know I should be doing it. There's way too many of these explosive little scarab guys around. The Ron is just freaking clearing the map here. Oops. What? Something beeped.
That's pure Golden Age vintage. We don't make them like that anymore.
Golden Age vintage. So hard for me to turn right with this stick. Oh. Conqueror. Why does that guy have a character name that's just a one big number? What is that supposed to mean? Something related to a platform? Is it just a random burn account? Is it a bot?
We've lined up the coordinates to your next LZ.
Engineers at foundries will go crazy for this.
No. I have to be so careful because everything in here can kill me. It is craziness, I tell you. The grenade launcher is quickly becoming my favorite weapon. You can solve most problems in this game with enough grenades. Yeah, it's great. It's fast. You just have to, once you get a decent feeling for the trajectory, so you know like how to aim, where to aim. Oh shit. Oh my god. No. I have no ammo. What do I have? I have this. Oh.
Engineers at foundries will go crazy for this.
Music is great. It's gonna take me a month to kill them with this weapon. But this is another story. Oh, come on. Alright. I forgot. If this was level 400, I could have done it in no time. Ten seconds and I'll be back.
Very good. Stay one step ahead of Maya. Cash secured. Good work.
It sure seems like it, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a grind, if you will. Ah. Oh shit. Explodey things. Oh, the download is going pretty quick. Whoa, what's happening here? Ah! No! Oh, wow. What? How did I survive that? Oh, Caesar, we don't run, we fight. Now that little guy can kill me. Ah! Okay, I don't know what's happening here. Where's everybody? Ah. Okay. Whew. There's nobody around me, this is never good. I must be super behind everybody. 3 more fancy bullets. Ah! Oh! Okay. Wow.
Collect what you can before leaving.
I'm gonna pretend like I contributed something.
Will go crazy for this.
You've done sufficient damage to force their commander into the open. Strike now.
Okay. I gotta take a break after this one. I have like a list of chores I need to do longer than my arm. All I've been doing is playing and streaming. Okay, that was a waste. Can barely see what's going on here. I'm just happy to be here. Awesome, thank you, man. Looking forward to grouping with you. Kill this dude. Yeah, there you go. Why did that dude disappear? Right. Come on, I can't even kill one dog. Jesus. Yeah, same with me. I'll be honest, my favorite thing in Destiny 2 was Gambit, but apparently that's dead and nobody plays it anymore. Who are these dudes in bubbles that appear out of nowhere, don't appear to be doing anything, but you can kill them? Nice.
All these relics remind me what a powerhouse of invention this place once was.
Thanks a little bit to your
Gold
family, the praise.
1A.
Do you think
Wow.
humans might resettle here one day?
Earth belonged to humanity. It will again, with the Guardian leading the way.
It's a wild helmet, Ron.
Have to change name from Plaguelands first.
Look at your Illuminati back belt back up. Well, there's that. Fuck. The helmet is wild. Oh my god, I wasn't the worst one? Amazing. I have to leave. I like it, but like I said, it appears it didn't work out. That's the vibe I'm getting from people, because not doesn't seem to be like a popular thing to do anymore. Thank you for the group run. That was awesome. I appreciate that. I'm gonna implement any upgrades I have here. 1 point here, 1 point here. It all adds up. Fix my build. Oh man. Yeah. You said you're on PlayStation, right? So that's gonna make that easier. Take care, Caesar. Alright. I'm out of here. Thank you very much. And whoever's still watching, don't forget, looking for more people for the clan. Last phase. The only requirement is age of 30 plus. Okay, I'm out of here. And I'll be back at 6. I'll probably be back in an hour, hour and a half. Cheers.